All right. Hello. Welcome everyone back to pre Daytona 500 edition of the Hex Happy Hour show.
Yes.
There you go. Right above Vince there. I was trying to get my angle right, but yeah. What's going on there, Big K? How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Feeling great.
Absolutely. Awesome. Crypto Vince, how are you?
Doing good. A little under the weather, but yeah, I'm hanging in there.
Well, I thank you for taking the time and effort to join us, unlike that Motley investor character.
Of course.
So. Just kidding, Motley. You're probably listening somewhere yelling at your phone. Shut up, Cabana. Corta Panda, excuse me. How you doing down there? First time on the show we've ever had an animal. Or what are you, mammal?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Mammal, whatever.
Okay. I think you're a mammal. Motley would know. See, we need Motley here for
he does kill it at the animal trivia.
His animal knowledge.
Zoologist.
Zoologist, yes, a resident zoologist, Motley investor. And Jay Future, how you doing, man?
I'm great, Cabana. Good to see you guys.
Great to have you back, man. So I wanted to, and we're going to get into plenty here, but I wanted to bring Corta Panda on and Jay Future on because, as mentioned, everybody knows by now, Daytona 500 is coming up, and I think they can offer some good insight from multiple points of view on different aspects of this whole thing. And, you know, it's just going to be kind of like a casual kind of chat tonight. And speaking of chat, Valley Brand, cheers, bro.
Oh, nice.
I think that was you. Was that? I think you did that video with Crypto Heartbeat and Rags and Kinetics for John. That was really, really cool. And if you haven't seen much of that, check out what the Hexicans community did for him. That was just
they did kick-ass work in like less than a day. I mean, just like crushed it. It was awesome.
And just had a goal and knocked it out. And that's what we do. I mean, if we can raise 640,000 in 5 days, then we can do all this other stuff too. So it was just absolutely outstanding effort by the community. David Morales, what's going on? Luis, what's going on, my friend?
Yeah,
Exotic is here for the panda. Well,
it's awesome.
You are not disappointed.
I'm actually going to take this off right now. This is getting
the reveal.
The reveal. Oh, wait a second. I still have my mask on. Sorry.
Semi-reveal. Speed Racer for the win. Yeah, we do have some fun videos to show you guys. Actually, quite a lot. Probably the most we've ever had. Sweet, Hex 19. Glad you're with us actually live.
Hey, Hex 19.
Instead of delay. So that's cool. Nice. Good evening.
19.
Good evening, Benny Blanco. All our dudes in chat. Brizology, Mel Tony. Yes, the Hextona 500. Hey, we're holding up pretty nice on the price. I'll take it. Yeah. Marion, how are you doing? Wallisaurus. Tarnvig. DJ Cryptomatic with the raid. Thank you, DJ Cryptomatic, for pre-gaming. I put your stream link in the pre-game chat there so everybody could hang out with you. Crossing Squire. Some new faces here. And this guy. Never seen him before. What's up, Wales?
What's up, Wales?
CR7. Some newer names, man. Corey Investor. What's up, bro? Had to leave Hexo for you guys. I'll take that as like a high compliment. Or did he just end his show? Because I think he was doing his meme prize too. So there's a few streams going on. This is kind of like our regular slot. So I try to accommodate others with the other shows. But Friday at 5 Eastern, we'll be here. So yeah, what's everybody drinking tonight?
Big K, what do you have? I have Anatomy number 1. It is, as you could guess, a Napa Cab.
Yes.
2018. Dark features, long inviting legs, and a medium body. They are correct. It's actually very, very well spoken.
Do you prefer a medium body?
I mean, I'm fine with them big. I'm fine with them small. I mean, I'm not real judgmental. I like some full-bodied, cabs are fantastic. But
I understand. All right. This is a medium-bodied rum and Coke beverage.
Oh, nice. I just did a fantastic rum flight the other day with some Ron Barrillo, which is like a local Puerto Rican rum down here that like is. I mean, they have 2 and 3 star that I've seen at the stores quite a bit, but they had a 4 and a 5 star on this flight that were like, high end shit and like were pretty fantastic. I was very, very impressed. So
nice. David Morales prefers the thick-bodied. Hey, brunettes. Dark skin.
I thought we were talking about wine here. What?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Hey Vince, what are you drinking over there?
I'm drinking a thick-bodied Topo Chico.
What you got down there, Jay Future?
I'm drinking a porter.
Nice. And is it cold or room temp?
What do you think? I only drink beer cold, guys.
Okay.
It's the only way to drink it.
Corta Panda, you have any beverage with you this evening?
I am rather dry, but I just have my coffee here since it's still work hours for me.
Yeah, yes.
Counts.
Yeah, you were saying that. So,
yep.
Well, we usually do this later in the show, but we have a lot to get to. So I figured we'll start off with one of the most popular segments right now. Let's and see if I can figure out how to do this with my new setup. Don't want to RG3 it here, but let's see.
What are we doing?
And I guess I'll just ask Big K, since he may be aware already.
What?
Big K. The fuck is this?
Smiley getting played hard. He's in prime condition to be a superb help to the entire the team, and this is the way that he was repaid by this fantastic gesture of his greatness.
And could call it that. Vince, the fuck is this?
I don't have a good answer for you without knowing the context of the original photo.
Oh,
well, we're gonna find that out really quick.
The context is great too. I mean, like I said, there could have been a lot of different places you place him, but this will work.
This is absolutely outstanding. And for those of you who are unaware, we're gonna get to the source of this wonderful image here in just a second. Let me find this and cue this up for you. If you haven't seen it, it has already made the rounds within about 2 hours on Hex Twitter. Props to Hexagade for putting this epic thing together. I'm deceased, man. Like, I laughed so hard. I like LOL at my desk. I was like crying. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, Smiley needs to grow out his hair. Yeah, he's got that ombre thing. He's got like dark on the top, and he's got like the light down there. Is that what they? Yeah. So yeah, he needs to work on the hair game a little bit. But let's see if we can get this on up here, and that we can.
This is the follow-up to the samurai video, right?
I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, this is great.
We're 56 laps into this 200-lap event, and Russ Wheeler is in the lead.
47.01. Lead is 45.90. You're running last. There's a crash at turn 3 and some oil at the bottom of the track. The leader's just taken. Right down at the top of the track, so watch yourself. You better go high, Cole. Pick a line you can drive through. Go around those wrecks. You can drive through it. I know it. I know it in my heart. I'm out of here. Don't keep this up, Cole, please. Harry, this guy's going down. He's going low. Son of a bitch!
Here come the cars to the finish line. It's Cole Trickle taking the win.
Oh man, how much goodness was in there. That was so too good. Too good. And well, Motley's face won. And then Wales got this movie on VHS. Yep, that was from Days of Thunder. And who made this? That was Hexagade. So twitter.com/Hexagade. And he also made, I believe, Corta Panda, you said it earlier. It was the Last Samurai as well. So yeah.
That's great.
That was epic too, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Cabana Hog on the pit box there, and JJ Yaley. Oh man, just the faces, and Richard waving the flag. Like, it's too good. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Daytona 500, so I was mentioning at the top of the show, we have our wonderful guests, Corta Panda and Jay Future here for a couple different reasons. I wanted to, I guess, first ask you, Corta Panda, because you might be, shorter on time than the rest of us, but you tell us about the website you've put together and kind of like the idea behind it, what your mission is, and just kind of like the story with it.
Yeah, so Motley reached out to me. I guess we talked about my business, which is pretty much in digital marketing. I've done this for about a decade plus now. And so just wanted to put together this kind of pre-race website. So it's at Hex Daytona, not Hextona, but Daytona.com. But if you go to Hextona500.com, it'll also redirect there. And it's just right now we just have it, really a really simple website right now. So it's just got the Cabana. If you want to go over there, you can kind of show that right now.
Pulling it up here. Hold on.
Okay,
just putting it in chat. So
yeah, no problem.
Are those URLs correct there?
I got a 404 for Hextona.
Hextona 500. Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't. Okay. I tried to buy Hextona, just without the 500, and someone had already taken it, so I couldn't get it. Yeah. But those two, they do go to hexdaytona.com. And so this is going to have like all the pre-race promotion on it. So a lot of the information, the story about how the community came together in 5 days, basically going through Taylor Kennedy's press release. And in fact, there's a small link there. If you click on that, click here for the press release, it'll go to the press release page. And then you can kind of just read through Taylor's press release. So, right now it's real simple, but, trying to work on, one of the reasons why I got out of web design was because it's such a pain to put everything together, but just wanted to get something up there as soon as possible. We'll be working on it this weekend to at least get a good summary of the story of how things are put together. And then also, the story of Hex too, so that if people want to go there, they can, and we'll certainly have like links to hex.com and, all the, I'll be sure to put the testimonials that are also on hex.com over on this page so that people can get a real good sense of, what Hex can be and, to watch out for the car, definitely for race day. And, I also have, for our community, like, all the information that Cabana knows, about like when the qualifying races are and, how we can do support for JJ Yaley and that kind of thing. So it'll be kind of a central hub before the race. And then obviously during the race, hex.com is going to be the main site that's going to be out there. So it's just pretty much for pre-race, and I hope to get it done by the weekend. So hopefully I'll launch fully like Monday, Tuesday, something like that.
Awesome. That is just good stuff. I love to see it, and thank you for doing that, man. So
yeah,
my plan is I want to get a video up, and maybe you can use it as well, kind of like a guide for Hexicans for, you know, how to watch this thing and, you know, what to be aware of, and maybe that will help some people, you know, get mentally past the cars and circles kind of thing. And if you know a little bit more about the sport, I think you'll definitely find it more enjoyable. So especially, you know, if you're tuning in for, you know, a Hex car on Thursday, and you know, you want to know what's going on while you're watching the cars go in circles, then let's do it, and let's educate and get the word out there. So
absolutely, pass it along. You know, when we can get all that information up there. That's what websites were originally for. So, you know, let's get the information out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And what else do we have on here? So, I mean, do we know how you're going to, I guess it's going to be internally marketed to the community, right? Because obviously the car is the big billboard for the actual site and the funnel that we want to get them to. So this is going to be like a resource kind of thing.
Yeah, it'll be a resource, but then, you know, the car and all the images will also be up there. So like, you know, we'll, you know, be promoting the car a lot, and the story, not only the story of how we, you know, came together as a community to get the car sponsored, but also the story of Hex. So I think those kinds of like a little bit of a dual purpose will be really solid for everybody to kind of go to. And you know, we can promote pre-race, and then during the race, obviously we'll get hex.com and Hex promoted out there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Just a quick PSA, everyone, welcome Finbear.
What's up, Finbear? I'm glad you're drunk as fuck.
Cheers, bro.
All right. Cheers, Finbear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Not a bad place to find yourself.
Speaking of which, I need a refill.
All right, fine, Jay. Leave us in.
The fridge is right over there.
As you're being introduced. All right, no, it's all.
All right, introduce me. I need it that bad, okay?
I'm kidding. Go get it.
You can introduce him as Motley. Since Motley's
he needs to
here.
put on a blonde wig now. So. What's up, Jim Rat? Hey, man. Everyone wish Crypto Jim Rat a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
And in chat, too. Happy birthday, Jim Rat. Great to have you here, man. Feel free to come out and say hi if you'd like. I'll send you the old linkaroo if I can find you. But so, yeah, Jay Future. So tying all this together, I know, you know, Jay, you've been on with Coffee, you know, talking kind of like SEO and, you know, kind of conversion, web metrics kind of stuff. And it's kind of, I don't know, we have like the built-in eyeball set almost, right? So we got like the billboard, the traffic source. So when I go to hex.com, and I'm just going to pull this up over there. So with all these eyeballs coming here to the hex.com site, I think then it turns into, you know, what do we do with it once we get this insane amount of traffic, which is bound to come, right? So
yeah, well,
I'm thinking, go ahead.
I'll let you finish.
I was going to say, I was just like, I think there has to be some kind of portal or something like that. I had a comment on last week's show. I think it was from Aaron Ellis, kind of like saying when there was a big promotion that he was referring to, and I don't have the comment here with me right now, but pretty much there was a big promotion that he knows somewhere. And when you went to that site, there was a portal for those specific users, talking to them, be like, oh, hey, you got here from you know, this particular you know, advertisement or what have you. So it's like, welcome, and you know, this is what we feel you might need to learn. So I'm thinking maybe something like that for the NASCAR audience, be like, hey, Daytona 500 fans, welcome, because it's not really like a crypto, it's kind of like a cold intro, really. It's like they see this website and it's like, okay, I'm here. What do I do? What is this thing? So yeah, could you speak a little bit on that? Good.
Yeah, sure. So like definitely whenever we're talking about like SEO and like web conversions, we're thinking about intent. So what you're talking about is a very specific case where we have people that have no idea what Hex is, and they see hex.com at the Daytona 500, maybe on the car, maybe on like at the stand, you know, like they see hex.com. Okay. So they're just trying to find out what is Hex.
Yep.
So going to this site, I think that knowing that the fact that the Daytona 500 is going to breed this new traffic source, you're absolutely spot on. We should have an image of, especially like the same image that people have seen of the car skin right here on the homepage. And then that could be like, I don't know, a banner, just somehow like in the design to be there. And then that could then link to like a landing page, a dedicated landing page for NASCAR fans that maybe explain Hex like in a way that suits them better. That like, yeah, my issue is I'm not a NASCAR fan, so I don't know that audience well. So I think like ideally we talk to some NASCAR fan. Like it sounds like we already have some NASCAR fans that are Hexicans. So we got to leverage their understanding to really optimize a landing page for those guys. And then that landing page doesn't have to be on hex.com because I don't know what the like buy-in that we necessarily have from like the official channels, right? So as long as we could just get like something here on hex.com that would be for this person, this intent of like, what is hex.com? I saw you with the Data 500. That could then link off to like a landing page like what Corta Panda did, which could just be like a single page website, right? That's like kind of like pulsex.com does, where you just scroll and it has everything. And there's like a menu at the top and they're like anchor URLs. So I think that, yeah, you just have to think about the intent of these people and then how we can best meet their needs, right? Like explain what hex.com is in a way that they're going to like.
Yeah. And this started just really running around my mind yesterday because Sirius XM had JJ Yaley on and he talked for probably 15 to 20 minutes and he mentioned hex.com probably close to half a dozen times, which is awesome to hear. I mean, that's why we're doing this, right? It's like getting the name out there and the recognition. And even when he was speaking, I was talking to Crypto Heartbeat last night, and I was saying that Agape had sent him some general notes just to, start the preparation, get the wheels turning. And it's like, okay, what could potentially work? And he was talking about, I believe he said, like the blockchain certificate of deposit or something to that effect. And I think stuff like that is good because people can identify with that. And it's something, I think analogies and comparisons are something that immediately register, especially with an uneducated audience. It's like, okay, well, what do I already know that I can equate this to? And, how can you as the advertiser make this outside user who's coming in more comfortable with that? So you have to give them something that they can understand. And then in doing that, kind of like hit the nail on the head as fast as you can. Because you don't want to lose them, because the longer they're trying to figure it out on your website or just in general, you run the risk of losing them as a converted user. So that all goes into, this process. So go ahead.
Yeah, Cabana, like I think if you were to make a short video that could go on hex.com along with, just a kind of a header or something with the car there, that would be really helpful, just to capture people's attention. It's got to be short, but just to capture
for a couple weeks.
Yeah, just for a couple weeks as people come in, and I think that would be really helpful.
I was thinking too, like I anticipate people, because you may know, like I've been running a lot of Twitter Spaces, and so I anticipate getting these like new people coming in that were onboarded from NASCAR. Like maybe that's the second part of the funnel, right? Like they go to hex.com, they watch this video Corta Panda's talking about, okay, they kind of have an idea, but like they just want to talk to somebody. Okay, so maybe they end up on Twitter, they end up in our space. Right. And like one thing I was thinking is like, we're always doing the sort of like seasonal memes with our profile photos. Like right now, like a lot of people have the bonnets. Like what if we like had like NASCAR hats, right? Like, or something.
Well, I think they are making the NASCAR ones. Is that right? Like I see the Hex.
Yeah, I want one. I want one with my profile photo because then somebody can see that like I'm having a space. They'd be like, "Oh, you know about NASCAR?" And I'd be like, "Not really, but like I can answer your questions."
Clickbaity.
I'm honest. I
profile
don't lie
pic.
to people. You know what I mean? But it's like I want like the image, right? The image itself. That's just like a conversion thing. And so like when somebody sees that, the first image they see of Hex is like that car. So you got to show that image when they end up at hex.com to like continue to like build that trust, right? That like they're like, this is the thing I saw there, and it's the thing I see here. It's even like subconsciously.
Yeah, that's branding. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I want to brand. So I think it goes to hex.com, but it also is beyond hex.com.
Yeah, I think the straightforwardness of it is a huge key. And I was saying on with Crypto Heartbeat last night, like the car design, I couldn't have really asked for a better car. Like the photos of it, just hex.com on the hood with the logo done. When they're coming down the backstretch and that front facing camera angle, you can't miss it. Hex.com. When they're going down the backstretch and you just down the whole entire side of the car, hex.com, you really can't miss it. And plus the colors are just outstanding. So then it's like, okay, you're going to have a bunch of people asking, or just really thankfully to the ease of a 3-letter domain, you probably just have a bunch of curious people just log it in, or perhaps backwoods friends from Alabama logging on and being like, what is this hex.com kind of thing? And I say that lovingly because I know friends like that.
I know plenty of backwoods friends from Georgia too. All right,
there you go. Not just Alabama, but yeah. So when I guess I spoke on JJ talking with John Roberts and Chocolate Myers on their show yesterday. So it was probably maybe a couple segments, I want to say 15 minutes after JJ had finished his interview. They were just, talking random topics, and they went back to the subject of cryptocurrency. And the host, John Roberts, was just like, man, this is exciting, kind of, having new blood, new sponsorship in the sport. And Chocolate is a good old boy. He was, part of Dale Earnhardt's crew back, 20 years ago. And he was like, he's like, it's exciting, but I just don't understand it. Like, I want to understand it, because it's everywhere. I'm seeing it everywhere now. It's like becoming like a mainstream kind of thing, but they're just not there yet. So it's like, that's where my brain started going. It's like, okay, well, how can, we make this connection to be like, okay, what can be said from the driver? Okay, so he's on pit road, getting ready for a practice or a qualifying lap, and he mentions hex.com, or he's even interviewed and asking about the sponsorship. It's like, what can he do to explain that? So I'm just like writing down like phrases and sentences like as short as possible. And maybe I'll just throw this out there tonight as limit it to the space that you have in a tweet or something. I'll do a happy hour challenge, and give me your like quickest pitch on Hex that a driver can get. So this is kind of what I came up with, and y'all tear it apart or edit it or whatever later on tonight or whenever. But I was like, if he said it's essentially a digital certificate of deposit with a much higher interest. Or excuse me, let me start that again. It's essentially a digital certificate of deposit with much higher interest than your bank. It's so easy, you can set it up from your phone or your laptop, something like that. And maybe incorporate, hey, we have 12, this thing is real, so legitimize it. So how can we do that? We can say there's 12 billion in some creative way locked, or not really creative, but simple way. There's 12 billion locked. There's close to 80,000, could be 80,000 wallets by the time this race goes on. So it's like, okay, that legitimizes it. And after the fact, after you've already explained what it is and kind of like made a connection of like, just think of it like a bank CD, but you don't have to go to your bank. You don't have to talk to people. You can literally just punch up, some stuff on your phone, and that's it. So I don't know. Thoughts on that?
It's too long.
I agree, but
you have to just be like cut everything out. You know what
I mean? I'm
starting with like what adverbs and like one of the things like one of my best like English teacher taught me was like verbs and nouns. Like that's what matters, not like adverbs and adjectives, just as an example. So I don't know. Could you throw up the text you did, like in the private chat or something?
I mean, I will.
Or it's on Twitter.
I'll put it as a comment, really.
Yeah, sure, anywhere.
And then Cabana, I think Brisology brought up a good point. The word crypto is not on the car.
Yep.
But I do think that I don't know how you feel about crypto, but I mean, crypto has an immediate buzzword right now.
Yeah.
It's like an immediate reaction. Now there's going to be people that are going to be they'll just run for the hills. But then, there's going to be people that are like, I've heard about crypto. Let me look into this.
Yeah.
So,
I kind of
see the word like certificate of deposit. I don't think enough people know what that even means.
Right.
So I would try to get that rid of word. If they know what it is, great. But if they don't, then they've already lost you. Like in the
to the point of turd bucket. Some people might not know what a CD is. So I like, shortening certificate of deposit to CD, but at the same time,
exactly.
No,
it's like
neither works.
Some people might be like, what's this, a record or something? Do I listen to it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a
I like passive income. I think people know what income is, and like passive income, even if you've never heard the term, like makes sense. Like they're not complicated word, passive and income. So I think just Hex is the best form of passive income. Hex is the best passive income yet. Just like Hex equals passive income. I mean, that's as short as it gets, right?
Yep. I love seeing that on the deck lid of the car. Like, people get that, and it's like that's kind of like the American dream, right? Is to like make money while you're doing other stuff. So I love that phrase.
Yep.
So like, even if we keep even with what you did, like essentially gone, it's a certificate, and get out of like digital. Just it's a certificate of deposit.
Yeah.
With higher in get rid of much.
High interest CD, so easy you can do it from your phone. High interest CD.
Yeah, it's easy enough to
there you go. I like that, Big K. Just cutting out a lot of the fluff there.
Yeah, it's just high interest CD from your phone. It's like simple. I
like that.
Or
I like that.
CD or high interest deposit account. From your
or like time deposit maybe.
Yeah.
Time deposit. Even if you haven't heard, like you
can put that understanding together.
Yeah, the word time, the word deposit. Certificate of deposit. I've explained.
And if you have a second line to get them into it, like you get higher interest for longer lockups.
Yeah, longer, or just put like longer pays better or something.
Yeah. Thanks. Quick thanks while we're talking here. Hex 19, appreciate you so much. Far Out Aliens. Yeah, a lot of Hexicans putting in work. Again, shout out to Motley and Agape, just absolutely killing it with hours upon hours of putting this together. Hex Sailing, 4 sheets to the wind, cursing through the dole. What are you hanging out with Finbear?
They're in the same bar.
Yeah, must be. So I
just a quick
go for it.
Terminology comment. Are we still using interest, or are we moving to yield?
Good question.
I think the community as a whole is trying to pivot towards yield instead of interest.
Right. But interest,
thing, guys.
Interest makes a lot more sense to a lot of people.
Because if you want to keep it in line with the CD
audience,
analogy,
right?
then
like if you're talking to a Muslim audience, obviously you don't use the word interest. Otherwise, the word interest is great. And like when you say yield, like if you're not talking to a rich person, you say yield. Like when do not rich people use the word yield ever? Guys, come on, like. You know what I mean? Like interest, like the word interest is just a word, and then like bank interest. Oh yeah, that kind of interest. Like that's much more accessible than the word yield.
Right.
Yeah.
And just going through the chat here because I don't want to lose touch with these comments. Black Label, Expat, Digital CD, 40% APY, new banks. I like the simplicity of that, but the APY might. I don't know. I mean, I love seeing it on the car. We get it. I'm just trying to make it as simple blanket as possible across the board. So I like the simplicity of that. Big K, can you say that again? I want to type that in the chat. That was really good.
What I said before?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to.
All right.
This only happens once.
The wine was speaking to him, and once gone,
no.
it's gone.
It was high interest digital CD. Just easy enough to set up on your phone. On something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, like I said, you're right. It's in the moment.
High interest CD you can set up on your phone, something like that.
Yeah.
High interest digital CD you can set up on your
Yeah, I just don't like the word CD because it's just like
High interest
It's-
time deposit.
yeah, time deposit instead maybe. High interest time deposit. Yeah.
Because I mean, that is the kicker that separates it really from other things, is the fact
Exactly.
that you can have longer. People are like, how do you get that? Well, you have to be locked up for 5 years. Oh, okay, all right. That's what do you get for 1 year? 12%. Oh, okay, that's still
Right.
No.
We got trustless passive income.
Yeah, I think all these are great. Like, it's not like one wins all. Like, it's nice to have a few in your pocket, and that way, when you get that confused look, you got the next one ready.
Yeah,
Inflation earning crypto that you don't need middlemen to earn. I mean, it sounds I appreciate it, but it's still, I think it's too salesy or maybe too, I don't know. Somebody beat Big K because I really like that one so far. Yes. Keep it simple, stupid.
That's right. Michael
You can type out stupid. We have heard much worse words on this show. Yeah, be your own bank, but it's like how and
Be your
what
own
can
bank's
you compare it to?
intimidating. And the people, not everybody wants to be their own bank, dude. They just want to make money.
A lot of people don't even really know what that entails, so it might.
I just do
be
highest performing
confusing, so.
asset is enough. Like, highest performing asset. How about that one? In the stream that Richard just did with the Flat Earther, he was like, so is Hex the highest performing asset ever? And Richard said, yeah, I think it is. And I think if you combine the price performance with the staking, it probably is literally highest performing asset.
Yeah, people in chat are liking time deposit, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm trying to go through all
Hex,
these.
do you like
guys.
money? I like that. Yeah.
Maybe I'm not there yet.
I was in a
I'm
space
way
last
behind in
time
chat. So go
talking to
ahead.
this guy, and I was like, only put in the money you want to see it go up the fastest. I think they like that.
Let's see.
BYOB does making money.
Yep. Hex is not a security. Yeah, make your future. I mean, these are catchphrases, but it's like getting people to understand, what this is, because some of these eyeballs, you could only have them possibly for less than 30 seconds or something like that, maybe even less than that. And it's like, okay, if they want to come to this website and understand what you're putting out there, that's what we're trying to capture here.
Yeah. We're just saying like friends of mine have retired off Hex, that like social proof.
Yeah.
I mean, all that be your own
good.
bank is great to the right person, but it's like, it's hard to like equate that with like finance. I don't know. It's just,
once they get to the website, I think that stuff's great.
Yeah, exactly. It works for the right people. Be your own bank is like done, But I think it can also be kind of confusing. Like, what does that even mean for a no coiner?
Yeah, savings account is easier to wrap no coiners heads around. I can see that as well. And it's like,
yeah, everybody's a savings account.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. Maui Hexican, savings account that pays you interest. Yeah, I think that's almost too simple, because it's like, okay, but what's the real sell here? Like the high interest and the gains. We want to say that without being like overly spammy, because we know how good the product is, but it's also like, you say 10,000x and people are like, okay, what is this thing?
Yeah, dude, nobody talks like that.
Yeah, like that's impossible. Like, I just want like a 2x out of my stocks in like 5 years or something.
Right. Yeah.
Just going through all these.
Hex
comments.
pays you more than any stock, I mean, it's like whatever they talk to you about, right? Like meet the people where they're at. I like that kind of thinking.
Yeah. I like this from Pulse here. Digital passive income on your phone. I think that could be worked with.
Digital.
Yeah,
short.
good.
I like that too.
I like that. Huh.
That's good.
I think you could even get rid of digital.
Yeah. If you had to cut out a word, I think digital is the
because
most.
I'm always
your
going to make
phone.
it as short as possible. Like, does it still mean the same thing? Yes. Like, does it lose anything? Not really. Like, your phone is digital, so
right,
passive
exactly.
income on your phone.
Yeah, it's implied already.
Yeah.
Yep.
High interest crypto savings account. Yeah, I mean,
Savings account just kind of reminds me of a bank. So
I don't like savings account personally because it's not a savings account. Like,
Yeah,
that's why I like time deposit instead of.
If there was a
account.
savings account, I wouldn't have stable coins.
Because exactly, everybody savings accounts don't do shit anymore. Or at least you're like a time deposits of some kind might give you more for the time you put in. You know, like I mean, at least there's like some connection with that. There's a reason why they call it that.
Turtles only. I like this, but I think this is more of like website verbiage. Like I think what we're talking about right here is kind of like, okay, JJ's out there, he's getting interviewed on Pit Road or on a TV show, and it's like, hey, who's your sponsor? And he'd be like, hey, hex.com. It's a high interest crypto savings account or digital passive income on your phone. And that's it. It's easy to understand kind of thing. And then if he's asked more about it, he can have some talking points. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like that as a second talking point. Double your principal in 5 years. That's pretty nifty. You know, like reasonable talking point you can come with. I like that.
For like a week, right, with the hex chart.
Yeah. Well, like even like number of hex based on the APY you'll get, you know, you'd probably that's probably,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
hex
I
terms,
think you don't want to get too specific because then you know people will start to have expectations.
That's the problem with hex is it's just all too good to be true.
Yeah,
that's like the biggest problem I run into. I'm like, how do I make this sound like more realistic? Like,
yeah, and
like $700 gas fees. Then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
yeah, exactly. Like
that's
there's something there.
That's a huge thing right there. We need to address and get
you
past.
Always
right?
have to address anybody that's onboarded. Anybody knows that's the first thing you get replied about. Like,
yeah. So I mean, if they come,
great, and then you get the text like, "What's this fee, yo?"
Yeah. So if they come to the website and are like, okay, they're sold on the idea, and then it's like, oh, I need like another $50, like that's another roadblock. So it's like, how can we automatically intercept that to, because they're gonna encounter that until PulseChain is here. How can we intercept that to be like, you know what, don't worry if the fees, there are fees involved with this or something like that, but if you get in now, you are locked in when the fees are cheaper or something like that. I'm just thinking out loud here.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's just so much complexity. Like,
I
I
mean,
don't think you want to talk about fees in the first. Like, I'm just saying.
No, you don't.
That is something that happens. Like, you
it
need
does
to
need to be
address it
explained
at some point. Yeah. But I think we do a good job because, well,
I mean,
I thought the hex.com it talked about the PulseChain right away. No.
Well, you could
it's
say fees don't matter when the price 10x's. I mean, like that's I mean a pretty good way to be like, listen, literally you're five, okay, you're going to spend a 10% of whatever your cost to get in fee was, but like if it 10x's, then you're not even going to miss that for a second.
But we address the fees thing right on the front page here. To lower transaction gas fees, Richard Hart's building a new Ethereum fork. So we address it right away. Like it's even above the fold.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's a portal or like a small little frame there that specifically addresses the NASCAR audience that's coming to the website, I do think
we need that.
That needs to be in there because their eyes might not go there. You know what I mean?
True.
They might go just to the portal and be like, "Oh, okay, this speaks to me. I'm going to check this out." So either they see the PulseChain after they enter the portal. That's probably the best way because you don't want to overload them, I guess, right there. So
yeah.
Hey, Jim Rat Crypto's down there. Just want to say happy birthday, man. Thanks for joining us. We're in this discussion.
I'm loving this discussion.
Jim Rat Crypto, what's good?
I'm absolutely loving it. It's such an interesting topic because there's a billion variables. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
And chat is proving it. I can't even keep up.
And it comes down to just who is saying it. Like who's saying
how they say
it?
Is
it me saying it? Am I excited? Am I happy? Am I rich? Do I drive a Lambo? Do I have a hot girlfriend? That all matters. It all matters a lot.
That's right.
I want a fire roasted.
Don't care about anything except like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, that looks cool. Like they just like look at stuff and like click stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's like almost. I feel like onboarding people from NASCAR is like nearly impossible, and only almost matters like the rich people that look into it. that are in NASCAR.
Well,
Like,
in
rich
general,
people
that
There's a lot
that
of
is-
money in NASCAR.
I don't know,
the
yeah.
tickets for these races are
No, dude, I don't agree with that because, like, if one
Quite
fan gets
expensive.
really into it and they get like 10 of their friends into it, like, eventually that does become like, you know,
I mean,
dolphin,
I'll be
whale, and we're so early, so it's like that is like we're in that
At this point,
pivotal
whales
moment.
move the
you know?
price. and
That's you're
already
right.
now.
Jim Rat's right that like
Whales
do
move the price now, and they're going to be bigger whales then. It makes
But
no
there are
difference.
some real big whales in the NASCAR.
Whales are
That is
so much
no
harder
joke.
to convert,
I
though.
There's no
Consider
joke.
that.
You know?
Consider the fact that
And-
like you're not going to convince a whale with a race car. Like the whale's going to
Well-
have to
well,
really
you're
look
That's
into
not
it before
true.
they're going to
That's
gut
not
it.
true either.
That's,
If you put something on a race car, that means a lot.
Not to a
That
whale.
means a
dude.
lot.
Not to
That's
a
a lot of
whale. I
That's
don't
true.
No,
think.
dude, it doesn't sound like.
That's what I think.
No.
I think it's like the
I think they care
the
more
car
about
is the
things
funneling
like
mechanism.
technical analysis and
like they have more money to lose. Think about that. They're
Yeah.
not just gonna like make like a 7-8 figure decision.
Well, no, obviously they would have to look into it. Like, I mean, if rich people look into stuff, obviously, but for it just to be a part of the verbiage and for people to hear it and for rich people to hear it, you just want rich people to know it exists. So one day, a year later, their buddy mentions it and they're like, what the fuck? That was on a race car last year. That's what matters. Even the whales right now, when those guys that you were talking about become somewhat wealthy, those whales will have such a bigger portion than them that they still move the price without any regard for anyone else. In my opinion, kind of. I could
Yeah.
be totally wrong.
I think like the whale aspect comes in. Those are the people that the Motleys are going to talk to on pit road. That's where those guys will be during this whole process. The billboard,
It's the one-on-one. That's how you get the whales. You don't get
Yeah.
the whales from like the spray.
yeah, the
advertising.
billboard which is the car, is going to be put out to 7-10 million viewers, however many we get. And it's just the simplicity of the hex.com on the car. People seeing that easy domain name, coming to the website. That's the big school of fish that we're gunning for. And the whales are going to come no matter what. I mean, guys like Funding Jim, he's hard at work doing this stuff. Hey man, thanks a
Funny
lot.
Jim's crazy, man.
He
He's
is
a beast of all
awesome.
beasts.
Triple
He
farming
pumps
with
me
your
up
Jim.
just watching him do like normal business. I'm like, Funding Jim's going hard. I want to go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Funding Jim. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah, he's doing I think some serious networking this weekend. So good for you. Always making the rounds. I think he just came back from might have been Europe or something. So easy future money. Yeah, no expectations. Easy would I guess insinuate that.
Future.
But,
Rex is not easy though.
yeah, no, I don't think it is either. Look
not
at how
easy
many
yet.
people are into PulseChain and not Hex.
Yeah,
So,
you can't buy it on Coinbase, guys.
I believe somebody once said the waiting is the hardest part. I'm pretty sure that's
It's so not that hard when you have so many friends that are just chilling. Like, it's so easy. When you're staked out, it's just in talking to your buddies every day. It's just like, hell yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I love-
Honestly,
you know what I mean? Like, we're so much better off than everyone. And
Yeah.
I just feel that way already. Like,
Yeah,
I
tell me
move around
more.
my life like that.
For
see
sure.
everyone
When
at the
you
gym.
have a lot of friends. that are like,
Cheers on that.
"Nah,"
That's for
you
sure.
know?
You see people at the gym and they're like going straight back to work with the button up. Not saying it, that's not a good work or anything, but like you just know they're slaving hard. And
Yep.
they're just like the whip is cracking, like 12 o'clock on the dot, and they're moving like rats. And I'm sitting there like, I don't give a shit. I'll sit here all day long.
Yeah, look at
Like,
Big
I don't
Mac,
even know
though.
what I'm doing later. You know?
Look at
like
Big
that
Mac,
kind
dude.
of
That guy's
vibe.
killing it. I think if you're a net seller right now, you don't know what's up.
Yeah.
I like
So
this from
you gotta
Wales.
have you gotta have some other form of income,
I like this from Wales
sure,
only.
for
This
sure.
is like another very simplistic way of putting a high yield savings account.
Yeah.
I'm like on the fence with the
That's
savings
already a
account.
term though. Like that's
Yeah.
what my bank
Yeah.
calls my thing. Like,
Yeah.
That's literally what
Yeah.
they call it. High yield savings account. AOH.
I mean, we know what he means, but I'm just
Yeah,
Like,
I
that
don't
word's
think
been taken.
corners
That's my only
would
problem with
understand that the nuance of how
Yeah.
ours is different from.
It's been taken.
And high yield at a bank is 0.01%.
that's also true. I like
So
what
that's
Will said.
0.03.
Super high.
Without the account.
Ooh,
Okay.
0.03. Wow.
Yeah, dude, almost get to 1% though.
I just wanted to get back to the whales and bringing on board whales.
Sure.
I think with NASCAR, it's all about the relationship. So for that onboarding process that we were talking about a while back, about like altering hex.com and getting a video, I think it's really important that video have a person, an actual talking head,
not the cartoon,
not a cartoon. Yeah, exactly. Because it's about that personal relationship, right? Face to face. And also, the average, NASCAR fan is going to want to see the person too. But then it's about getting that person and moved into the community, I think, because the community is really, honestly, it's just such a strength of Hex.
Totally.
You just have so many different people, in different walks of life, at different situations. And they're just so awesome. Everybody's just like, just fantastic. And I'm just real glad that Motley contacted me so that I could do something, because I've been wanting to do something, but it's just been, my time's just been crushed. So, what I've been able to do just, the past couple of days, it just made me feel real good to be able to give back. So I think the community is like, really solid. And if we can get them onboarded into the community as fast as possible, like if it's a whale, then, get them to talk to a whale somewhere,
I was
Richard,
thinking
if he has time, or, Funding Jim or somebody.
I was thinking too, because like I've had like many onboard conversations, and like many of the people think that you're like trying to get them to start trading. That's like a very common misconception. They're like, oh,
like
so like I'm gonna stop working and I'm gonna start
true.
trading crypto. Like they just assume that without me ever saying the word trading. That's the assumption. So almost something like stop trading by Hex is like, wait, what? It kind of it's that like gets you to be like, wait, like think. That isn't what I'm used to hearing.
Yeah, like even just adding that, it's only like 2 words, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like this right
short.
here, like
stop
the Hill Williams, digital passive income on your phone, stop trading, or something like that. I really like that phrase.
I really like that too.
Yeah, because it's like, I thought trading is how you make money. So you're like, it's that hook. It serves well as that.
Everyone thinks we're traders.
Stop
All
trading.
People that don't know crypto thinks we're traders. It's so weird. You're just when you say it to them, they're just like,
"What?
Yeah,
there's nothing else but trading."
Or like, they're like, trading sucks by Hex, something like that.
How else am I going to get the mad gains, bro?
Yeah, don't trade crypto. Buy Hex.
Even the legacy people, they're always asking like, "What's the exit plan?" I'm like, "Yo."
That's right.
Every time, right away. They're like, "Oh, are you ready to take like 75%
when do you sell though?
Right now?" Like, and you're just like, "This is why I'm here," and you're not. Like,
right.
Exactly.
It's super noob, that mindset. It's like, dude, we got so many projects.
It's funny how we all run into the same problems all day long with the onboarding. It's just like the same verbiage too. It's like the exact same words, like the coming out of their mouth, like the trading.
Almost like they're sheep.
Good point. Right. Oh my god.
Chat, you guys are killing it. I can't even.
I like fans too. There's some people that are like
almost like they're being told what to do or something. It's weird.
I like Pulse. I like Pulse Live's comment about I fell asleep at passive. Nobody likes to hear passive at NASCAR. That's funny. It should be like aggressive passive income or something.
Passive
aggressive income.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm way behind on chat, so I haven't got
Nobody likes passive. See, that's good.
Why would they be passive with it?
They don't want passive.
Just like rip
that's a good my observation about NASCAR people is having some funny shit like fastest whatever fastest appreciating asset fastest whatever
there you go.
Or maybe just coin a new term and call it like active income.
Explosive growth.
Instead of passive income, it's aggressive income.
Aggressive income. Yeah, I like that.
Marketing
Yeah,
is
the-
so
Well, passive income's already on the card,
Fastest,
so we're kind of
those
screwed
kinda
on that
words
front.
get
Oh,
people.
yeah.
These like superlatives, like fastest appreciating asset, like best income, fastest income, like
Fastest.
speedy income.
most
Result-
like highest accelerating income.
200 mile per hour
Highest
income.
accelerating
Zero to
income.
60
Yeah.
and yeah.
High
Rizology
octane.
has put everything into one here. So
I like
high interest
that. Oh,
savings,
wow.
bearing time deposit smart contract on the
Wow.
blockchain with no middlemen with 38% on average, and soon with lower fees on
Yep.
PulseChain in
Definitely
about
read
2 more
this.
months. There you go.
Yeah, that's
I think that qualifies as a single word.
Only 2 more
Yes.
months, guys.
He said 1 to 2 more months. So as soon as we don't hear 2
I love
months
how
anymore,
I love how everybody's like harping on that. It's like, yeah, he said 1 month instead of 1.5 months. Like,
but there's still 2.
Four more weeks. 4 more weeks.
And then he says
It's
right
the
after,
same
he's
shit,
like, guys, I
like-
have no freaking clue. And
Yeah,
everyone's
that's
like,
not the
he
message.
pinned it down. Like, he
said
pinned it
1
down
month.
10 years ago.
30 days, start the timer.
10 years ago, he wrote this date down because his second uncle's sister's birthday was on it, and she had a baby, and it's named Richard, and it's going to happen this month.
There you go. Benny Blanco, yes, we're going to try to do trivia. Man, I am so far behind. Like, you guys are just flooding
Hey, guys,
chat
it's
with
my
ideas.
birthday. My girlfriend's going to rub my belly, and I'm going to get some cookies and some pizza. So
Nice.
I'll talk to you guys later.
You just say you're getting a cookie from your fire roasted chicken?
Fire roasted chicken's giving me cookies and pizza.
Nice.
yeah.
Might drink a beer. Why not?
Thanks for coming on,
All
bro.
right.
Hell
Good to see
yeah.
you.
Guys, have a great night, guys.
Happy birthday.
Thanks,
You're the
man.
best.
Take care.
Happy birthday. Jimmy at Crypto. That's what's up.
Wait, why did you put a fork in your crypto? Yeah, turd
Why
bucket.
did you put a fork? Yeah, fork. Yeah, that's right. Like, that's the kind of, we have to understand what the industry words are and try to not use those.
Yeah.
Like you
Pulse.
just say, like, we're solving the fees with PulseChain. Like, that's the way you say it, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're
Pulse-
fixing the fees. Like, we're
Solving
reducing the
high-
fees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever
They
it
don't
is
need to
should
know about what the
include
fuck a fork is. Like,
on your phone. See, I just
On
came
your
up with
phone.
that, like, just trying to think of
Yeah.
simplicity. But I know we don't. I don't recommend putting crypto on your phone. But it's
Right.
just explaining the process. Like, you can do Staker app. You can get Coinbase on your phone. You can transfer funds, things like that. I wouldn't necessarily do like a MetaMask or something like that. But I
on your
do
phone,
like.
though, it feels kind of old to me. It's like, there's a camera on your phone. Like, no shit.
Yeah, but it
You can do anything on your
resonates
phone.
with people on the easiness side of it. It's simplicity. It's like, oh, I don't have to
X
go
is
to a
not
bank.
easy,
Or-
though,
or
so it
you
feels
could
to me
say-
kinda
But
like
that's what
false
we need
advertising,
to-
be honest. Like, it's not that easy.
You could say on a mobile app instead of on your phone.
Yeah.
Requires a bit more space. But,
Yes, fans will
Fans will
spend money. Yeah. Stake it till you make it, 30% API. Yeah, it's like a cool slogan.
Dude, inviting freedom roasted.
Funding Jim. I know a NASCAR Daytona 500 winner that puts $10,000 a month into crypto. I know the same guy, sir. He used to live a mile down the road from my brother's old place down south.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a hell of a
Money's there.
reference.
People's hobbies have nothing to do with their bank accounts. Yeah.
What does that mean, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might have been
People's
talking to
hobbies have
somebody
nothing
else.
That was
to
back
do
when we
with-
were
What does
talking
that
about
mean,
the,
dude? People spend money on their hobbies all the time, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, but it means that
like that is what people spend their
that
money on.
hobby that might have stereotypes in
Right.
like
Like NASCAR.
NASCAR might have
Right.
stereotypes of beer drinking rednecks or something, but there's actually a lot of people. I mean, the Daytona, the Rolex sponsors it. It's the Daytona is named. I mean, there's a lot of fucking money in that.
So you're saying there are rich people that also watch it? That's the point?
Yes, that there's a lot of exactly. There's a lot of
A
rich people that-
ton.
Yeah, for sure. I just
Mhm.
think like the whole whale thing, like whenever we're talking about like price predictions and stuff, like for sure, like it's the whales, the sharks, the dolphins, like those are the people that move the price. Totally. But with this type Daytona thing, for me, it feels like more an opportunity for the plebs. Like it seems like more an
Well,
opportunity
it
for like
is.
the masses. Like I
It
don't
is.
want that whales getting into Hex yet. Like they'll get into Hex. Like I'm not worried about the whales getting into Hex. Those guys do their research. Like this Hex car, like it's gonna show the people that don't have the money that like will never be whales. Like for me, that's what's exciting about it, not about the whales. Like we don't need more whales, guys. Like our whales are great, right? Like I don't want more whales yet. Like the whales can buy when the price is higher. Because I think
any
the
whale
whales
coming in now,
the whales we have now are great. Like I worry
that's
about
true.
whales
That's
that
true.
don't care.
I mean, that's
I
you make a good
do.
point.
At buying this price,
I mean, that's one of those things
pre-PulseChain
like
at 18 cents. Like no.
You don't need the cart before the horse kind of thing. Like, I mean, look at the Bitcoin community has gone through this already too, where like when you get desperate for buyers, you start being excited when the enemy starts buying, and that does it. You're like, wait, what? Why? Wait, huh? I thought those were not our friends, and now. And why do I have a suit on? Wait, what the hell happened here? What, that happens really quickly if people, if you don't pay attention to it. So like,
an awesome part of Hex is the fact that you can bring in people that like are no way near financially independent. Like I personally have like many like friends in the third world, and I'm waiting for PulseChain because I know that like the gas fees are going to wreck them. So I don't want a bunch of whales in Hex right before PulseChain launches.
Yep.
Screw that. Like they'll get in. Like they'll figure it out. Like,
they can come in and buy up the rest of the supply.
They can come in whenever they want. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, when you do that,
I don't think we need any
for
whales
sure.
right
That's
now.
true. And if you're worried, that's true. Because I mean, if you look at the numbers, I mean, if $1 billion+
lots of whales wait for multiple years,
has sacrificed for PulseX, and I mean, almost that much, hundreds of millions sacrificed for, and now how many number of wallets? 80,000, 100,000, 100 whatever thousand. Like it's a lot. That's very few wallets compared to the amount of dollars sacrificed. So yeah, there's already a lot of whales that they're already hanging.
Yeah, I'm just very long-term thinking. Like I'm not worried about the Hex price in like 12 months. I'm really not. So,
I just want to get
that's how I feel about it
before I lose them. Funding Jim, 10,000 per week, 40,000 per month. Wow. Okay, so that's even way more significant. I had like another follow up to that. Oh yeah, Benny. Yeah, I hope he knows about the Hex car. Yeah, he is in Daytona or will be for the race, and I actually hope to chat with him. Here's one. So maybe you can speak on this future real quick, but I have an idea. Like this could easily be done, I think. So this will be an interesting marketing campaign. I hope we are able to capture a metric of just how many got onboarded from the car. I think maybe the easiest way to do it, because you're sending them all to hex.com, right? So if you have that window or iframe or whatever, they click on that and it speaks to the Daytona users like, oh, well, you saw the Daytona 500, welcome. And then that's kind of like your funnel. As many people go there, it's not going to be exact anyway whatsoever, but follow that funneled traffic. You could get some metrics on that. Any other ideas there, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to be more involved directly with the ROI of Hex. Like I've talked to Crypto Coffee about this. It's just a matter of like setting it up technically.
Yeah.
And the problem is that when people type in hex.com, that's direct traffic. So there's really no way to be sure.
So we'll likely see an influx of that.
But you're right. If we had like some landing page, if we had some like fork of like hex.com where people clicked and it was clear that they were NASCAR fans, then that would be it. That's all. That
would be our metric and be like,
that'd be enough to tell.
Yeah, you went from the.
But you would also get people that go to hex.com and just happen to click that. That's the
problem. I agree, but
that's the thing. It's never like 100%.
You're never going to get true metrics.
Yeah. But that's what like the UTM URLs are for. Like I use those. That's a great practice. But when people are seeing the car, they're just going to be typing in hex.com.
I mean, another idea is we could run a display ad campaign after the Daytona, and then you're running to the audiences, and then you can basically get the metrics from that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could almost do like a remarketing kind of thing.
Yeah, crypto. I know that Google Ads have been done by the community.
Yep.
But I know that the ROI reporting, I've talked to him. So like the ROI reporting is iffy. Like they can't, because of like the fact that, because what I wanted to know is like, hey, like with these Google ads, how many people see the Google ad, click the Google ad, and then buy Hex on hex.com? And we can't measure that. So like, as like a marketing guy, I'm like, ugh. That's just
can only measure clicks.
It's rough. It's like I'd never run a client campaign that way,
Right.
Yep. But it's like, what can you do when the
exactly.
You have to put your 3-letter domain to use, and it's like it's a blessing and a curse, right?
Right.
Yeah. Funny, Jim, if you're in Hex, you already won the Olympic race. You just got to wait on the rest of the runners to cross the line before you get your gold medal. Well put. And thank you, Gary. Trevor Bone, the real whales in NASCAR are the team owners and drivers. Yep,
Of course,
I agree.
yeah.
And that's Motley's joke before, but he's also, I think, very serious. He wants to walk up and down pit road before a lot of these events because there is a lot of money there. Trevor Bone. Are you in relation to Trevor Bain, former Daytona 500 winner? Is that why you did that, or is it just coincidence? Yes, Wales. You have to give people the words that they know so that they can understand. Precisely. Yep, they can learn later. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here is like get that funnel language to be like, okay, you're here.
It's top funnel.
Yeah. There's multiple parts to it, right? It's like the website. So you already got them. And it's like, okay, well, obviously they want to learn more because they're here. And also the front-facing entity, which is JJ Yaley, and him answering questions. And it's like that very short phrase like Big K had earlier and a couple of you guys here in chat had. It's like, what can he say that is, I don't want to say crammed because I don't like the word, but crammed in a sense, all into a short, not necessarily a phrase, but just a very brief, short sentence that captures the essence of it, why they should do it and why it's better than anything they've had before, and the ease of it. It's kind of capturing all those different points: the ease, simplicity, the value. It's just short and sweet. It's like how do we best do that? And this is the stream.
Personally, I don't like the word easy because I just I don't think like if they try to do it and they realize it's not easy, and you told them it was easy, then you've lost a conversion.
Yeah.
So my opinion is not to use the word easy.
Yeah.
Cabana, are you going to be there, like in Driver's Row, and are you going to meet JJ Yaley, or what's your?
There is a rumor, yes.
Okay. so just
there is a rumor.
Just give him a business card with Brasology's like
yes, all the word, the one word.
Say this.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What else is on here? Crossing all my onboards appreciate when I talk about the highest rewards for long-term investors. They hate the day trade stigma of crypto.
Right.
So long-term high reward and investor mindsets go a long way. I right there, man. It's
a lot
just
of
like
people are looking for like that secure investment. Like that is such a good pitch. I think especially for the people that are like a little more established.
Yeah,
that's a good.
I love that
being in there is a good word to add in there somewhere as well. Because then,
which one?
Why secure? Yep. Because like if you use something like that, this is people like that word, and it is secure. Why? Well, because it's been audited 3 times. It's so the audits are public. You can go look them up, and like no one's going to. That's not the point. They are. And then if they want more information, you can get into all the other specifics, Bitcoin's bugs, and why a consensus code is better. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, the word crypto does turn people off, plus the official foot on TV, but it also it's a differentiator, right? So I think that's something that you don't want to make it too much like a bank CD, because then it's like, well, why the hell should we even do this?
Right.
It's like crypto is good. We've seen the results of this. It's like
and I mean it's coming around a lot more too. I feel like there's a lot of big money that is added. I mean, the crypto is being added into their slides. It's part of the portfolio nowadays, and like you can see that in these traditional. There's lots of things that are buying advertisements all over the place now. I see a lot of times through airports. I see grayscale advertisements. We've got crypto.com place, the other arena, there's definitely FTX whatever arena too. So there's definitely some a lot of that's getting out there.
Yeah. Hexy Bastard, super high yield savings account. Yeah. 38% average yield savings account. Yeah, this whole chat is like, it's a think tank, right? This is what this stream has turned into. So in addition to like everything that we've said, like maybe somebody can go through the comments and take, combine what we're talking about, and maybe, there's something I missed. I'll try to get pretty much everything that's catch phrasey here, or a brief pitch. Inviting freedom. I'm pissed. I shielded my college friends day and night in their alum groups, and none of them take me up on it. I offer my time free. It's insane.
Okay, that's the thing though. If you say it's free, like people don't value it. That's like the thing.
No,
it's like
she's
super...
talking about her time. She's offering.
No,
her
I
time
know, but it's like, but my argument is like, if you tell somebody like you're a consultant and you charge for it,
they're bound to take you a lot more seriously.
You're like, no, I don't give it for free. Actually, I'm not telling you what. Like, there's like something to like the reverse psychology, and I've used it a lot, and it's very effective with the right people.
Yeah, well, somebody, I don't know if it was Turd Bucket earlier, was like, yeah, just put it's a scam on the car and reverse psychology. But yeah.
Also,
do not go to
during launch phase, but I don't think that's going to work now.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear passive at NASCAR. I
yeah, we went over this. Yes,
yeah, but I passive income, those two words put together, that resonates.
Passive income, drink beer.
Mm-hmm.
Like NASCAR
drink
fans,
beer, steak
I don't know. Like spend more time watching NASCAR.
I like the message here. Ascend staker, don't have time to invest, set and forget. Come back to more money, 30%. Yes, I mean that's a good written like content piece. You know, I could see that in a piece of content as an explainer, not really necessarily
fit on a car.
Yeah, or not really. You know, the car's done. It's just like, what can JJ say? It's like that short phrase that Big K and a couple of others have come up with here. It's like he just says a sentence, and it's like, oh, okay, that's really cool. I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, imagine buying Bitcoin at less than $1. So that's another good. That brings up another interesting point. It's like people are familiar now with Ethereum, especially mainly Bitcoin. So then another, I think, explainer, and this is for the website. This isn't for, you know, PR or JJ or anything like that. This is more on the website content for people who actually want to learn about why is it better than Bitcoin. I think that's like a couple sentences would be great to have that on that portal page, because everybody's heard of Bitcoin. So why should I do this instead of Bitcoin? Because everybody talks about Bitcoin. I haven't heard of this. Why should I do Hex? It's just the marketing brain in me coming out, like questioning every single thing here. Yes, Mayo, 4 more weeks. Yes, the Briz thing, that was funny. I am so far behind here. I think I'm like doing good. Sorry if I'm missing some of your great ideas.
I think it's awesome the fact they're going to have a stand right at the Daytona. Like, that's so important.
I don't know if that was confirmed. They're trying heck to do it, but it's so late in the game that
man, I really wish they do that, because I just figure, I mean, this is like kind of a hypothesis, but it's like for these NASCAR people, like they're into real life. They're showing up at the Daytona 500. Like they want to see the thing real. So if you have a real booth with real people talking about Hex, that's going to convert better than a URL. I think that's really important for like the actual impact of this whole campaign.
I mean, what kind of tailgating setup can we get going in the park?
Anything that just has like hex.com banner. It could be community made. It doesn't even have to be the like official.
We get the Sparbuck cars in, or what?
Just like people you can, exactly. People you can talk to.
Put the flags up.
I can tell you about Hex. I can answer your questions. Like that, I think that's really important. Physical presence at the Daytona 500.
Yeah, people can learn.
Oh yeah, there will be a lot of. There will be. I'm sure there's going to be a good presence of Hexicans. I'm excited to be out.
Oh, are you confirming, Big Cat? Wait, you sound like you were kind of saying
no expectations.
There's no
you can either
no expectations
from the travel plans of others, but
all right.
There might be some big Krakowski action. We'll see what we're working. We're working some things out. We're getting ducks in a row.
Every stream that Vince is on. There you go. Win your future. That's kind of cool, like racing language. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I do like that. Win your future. That's pretty cool.
Just going through all these ideas here. Man, this is a great problem to have. It's turned into like a true think tank here, and I think it's going to be worth it if we can just get that sentence, that catchphrase. Riz, I think this is a good idea. I don't know the turnaround on this. I wouldn't want them to be like cheap either. if you hand out a business card, I hate business cards just because people just file them away or throw them in their desk. But yeah, just for like networking. I mean, some people are old school and still use them. A lot of people just, say, hey, send me your contact info and your phone. Boom, done. So that might be a good idea for some folk.
Yeah. The steel versions might work better at NASCAR. Those solid ones.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Those are cool.
Yeah, where's webcams? I miss webcams. I haven't seen them all the time. Perhaps banned forever. The Hex car wins. It stays on display. Yes, outside of turn 4 is the Daytona Museum. So it would be there with all of the beer that myself, Motley, and JJ, and many others would spill all over it, plus all the confetti it sticks to it. It's cool to see. That's
pretty nifty.
Yeah, I've seen a few cars there, and it's pretty darn cool.
That's pretty cool.
Our dude Bit Finesse. Maybe we shouldn't use any words that have financial definitions. Lock up your coins for your desired length to make 37 to 60% more coins every year. Longer pays better. No middlemen here, so you stay in control of your coins and keep all your gains. That's for the website.
I think that's cool. All great, but 60% is false advertising.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some have achieved it.
Well, I have
anymore, guys.
You
can't market that to people if you can't get 60%. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, There's
no way to get 60% if you just
you're not just you're not saying that they can. I guess technically in advertising lingo, it's true that it has happened, but yeah, I wouldn't want to. I agree with you, Jay.
But you're saying lock up your coins to make 60%. That's not
to make.
True.
Yeah, I see you.
You will not make 60%. That's my issue with it.
BVD
like, we don't have to lie. That's my point. Like, it's already amazing things.
Yep.
We don't need to like false advertise anything. 37% is amazing. Like, the higher you go, the more unrealistic it sounds.
Become a boss / work for you. That's stake money, make money, take money. Hex monetizes time by paying high yield to the patient. Yep. Turd Bucket. I just like saying your name. Will you have pamphlets with the best links for these homies? That's a Motley investor question. Motley, where are you, sir? He has a family obligation tonight, so I can't give him a hard time. And he was already on at the beginning of the show if you missed it. So you have to go back and watch that. If you know, you know.
Yes.
If you know.
I just got it.
Yes, my plate is full today. But that's a good problem because you guys are just like, this is the most comments I've ever seen. And it's all ideas. Like most of it is, what's up, Rackham? Trustless interest. I like it. It's, I think, a little too short for like getting
but like the word trustless. Where else?
Yeah, most no coiners
I don't
know
like that.
what
Doesn't
that
mean anything.
Yeah.
What is trustless? Like that almost sounds bad.
Yeah,
like you don't because the opposite of trust is to not trust. So like yes, I understand.
Yeah, you
but
know,
like it's marketing.
you know, trust
people understand it. But.
Trustless.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's what I want, but
right.
But like the problem is that like I don't know if I knew I wanted that until I understood why trustless was good.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like we know a lot of what these comments are, and like Rackham's here, we know it. We like it. It's cool. We get it, but it's like, okay, it's like, how can we funnel all of these millions of eyeballs or just a portion of them? That's all you need. High performance secure feature, get Hex now. Yeah, Eric, I mean, this is like the sales pitchy scammy sounding.
Double money quickly. Like that's the thing is like the whole like time with Hex, like for NASCAR, sure. But like when I'm really onboarding people, I'm saying Hex is the thing. Hex is get wealthy for sure. It's not get rich quick. Because get rich quick, like anybody will teach you, like teach your kids, right? Like get rich quick is no, like there's always a catch to get rich quick. So I don't want to brand ourselves with get rich quick.
Yeah.
We call ourselves get rich slow.
That would not fly at a NASCAR event.
Yeah, like in the context of NASCAR quick, but it's a different reason. Like I don't get rich quick. That's scammy. That's the scammy it gets.
I like where Rackham's going here. How about we sponsor the other drivers with a small Pulse or PulseX sack? That's an interesting idea. I think a lot of this is like late in the game. But yeah, like a future event, like I've seen it mentioned on maybe a couple of other streams. Like, could you imagine like having like a PulseChain PulseX and Hex car, like, you know, on one track? Maybe you do it at Talladega because that's where like team racing is. So you'd have the 1 through 2, 3 drafting in a line. That would just be so much good Hex content. I'm being selfish there. Buy a tent with a logo on it. Yep, that's what we were talking about, Beth. I don't.
Hell yeah.
I hope that opportunity hasn't passed us because I just know it's late in the game and a lot of this stuff is sold out from what I've heard. So we'll see.
You could put a skin on like a trailer or something. Isn't there like a place where people park their, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's like a whole other graphic. That would be in the infield though, but there are marketing trailers specifically for like the bigger teams.
Oh, I see. And you're saying like there's already like the times passed for that is what you're saying for the applications?
Yeah, I think so.
Hexicans
need to wear logo gear. Well, there is a ton of NASCAR Hex gear just released on, I'll plug it for you, Motley, hexmerch.com. And there's a ton of stuff there now. So I'm going to actually do some shopping tomorrow. And I think I saw a Twitter exchange today. If you order, within the next day or two, you should pretty much feel pretty secure about getting everything before the race if you're going or if you're hosting a race party or something like that.
Right.
If you ate Hex, you're last. Ricky Bobby.
I like that.
That's good.
That's a meme though. Like that's a good meme.
Jamel of Scotland Neck, buy Hex and be rebellious. Yeah, it speaks to like the Southern crowd probably. Own
Hex
your future
logo over the Southern flag or whatever.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Sean Duff caught you live. Cheers. Irish whiskey, telling Irish whiskey for a minute. Cheers.
Hey, Cabana.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna head out. So I still have some work to do, even though it's Friday. But I do need to take care of it.
I appreciate you stopping by, man. So thanks.
Yeah, man, that's great.
Can you
for coming by.
fill the sites one more time before you go?
So hexdaytona.com and hextona 500, which should be the hashtag that a lot of people are using. hextona500.com will work. And that'll also go over to the hexdaytona.com website. And then you can follow me on Corta Panda pretty much everywhere, like Telegram, Twitter. So,
and the websites, if I'm just understanding for the latecomers, they're more of like a informational portal-ish kind of thing, right?
For pre-race.
Yep.
For pre-race. Yep. And we could think about if we want to do something after the race, but it's primarily for pre-race information. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, man, so much for taking the time to join us.
Thanks.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Corta Panda.
Take it easy.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Awesome to have another digital marketer. I'm surprised we didn't argue about anything.
Yeah, Rackham getting
Next time we'll do a debate.
Yeah. $100 sponsor sack at 2.5x multipliers, 250. Wait stay of 2 years will most likely yield them 1,000x. Who could pass that up?
That's why I don't want the whales in. That's my whole point. It's like, let's get the plebs in first.
We understand the math. I think he's like talking sponsorship kind of thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, $100 sponsorship. You're not going to get the 2.5 multiplier with $100 though. I don't understand that.
Well, maybe if it's from an existing stack, perhaps.
Yes.
Well, there's only one stack that gets the 2.5, and it's the LA.
And that's currently.
I think he might know the person who.
I'm pretty sure that gentleman right there, Rackham, is the one who is getting that 2.5x bonus.
I'm pretty sure the OA is going to get it.
Well, the OA will be probably, if they do sacrifice,
have the multiplier.
It'll be half the multiplier period. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Roasted. Okay.
Yep. They're not
all right. Percom's got it. True.
So that's how that's. I mean, there's a few different reasons why that end period exists, but that's a good one.
One of them. Yeah.
Briz is pushing back on Jay. 60% is not false advertising. As the daily payout goes up, you'll get these. You'll see them, but we're talking. I think we're talking the
we're talking in
talking
hex terms.
strictly the inflation.
In hex terms, you won't get 60%. Like you could in the future, but not today.
No,
Yes.
so yeah, and I mean,
like those are not accurate current terms. Like they could be in the future, but it's unlikely.
Yeah.
And anybody that has 60% APY on average, if you use like tshare.app or whatever, those are pre big payday. So that's ancient history at this point.
Yep. Let's see. Hexmax. I hope JJ Yaley makes sure to reiterate this is a community-driven sponsorship. Money was raised in 5 days. I think that goes a long way. Yeah, people like to be part of something versus belonging to some entity. No, great point. And I think that will be in some of the notes that are passed along. I mean, the media frenzy hasn't occurred yet. That'll be, I guess, 10 days from now, maybe. That next Sunday / Monday is when I believe they'll get the Daytona and get situated, and then things will be turning up then. And Penny, we talk about how governments and regulators can't touch it. It gets to me, that language would be a turnoff for some people because then that touches on the stigma.
A lot of people are scared. The reason they don't get into crypto is because of that.
Yeah. But
I know rich people that haven't bought crypto because of that, because they just don't understand. They don't care to find out because they're already set.
Crazy Legs, who Daytona tickets just arrived in the mail. Awesome. Hope to see you there.
Nice.
See everybody there. If you're going to be there, put it in the chat. Crypto events, are you going to be there?
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
So we can actually have an official happy hour reunion in Daytona, because we were only missing you, not to make you feel guilty or anything, in DC last time. So Motley, Kirk, and I were staying there waiting for the team photo, waiting for Vince to walk in, and he just never showed up. So,
I mean,
wait, here we go. Yeah.
If you're there, I'm definitely there.
We were building a Vince bridge there, Big K.
Yes.
Yes. My tiara. Okay. Delayed gratification. Yeah. The boat racing sponsorships. Yeah. I mean, this is just our first toe in the water, so to speak, right? So, I mean, there's so many divisions of NASCAR, and then like we're talking like people want to do F1. Let's
F1's a hard sell because hasn't Richard shit on F1 like multiple times on stream?
I mean, he just says it's a waste of time comparatively to other things.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he said F1. He singled F1 out and shit on it.
Yeah,
well, I don't think that's very good marketing.
I mean,
we would know that.
That's my opinion on that.
He's still singled out and shitted on NFTs, and they all get a copy too. So I mean, it's
true. But as far as like if we're gonna spend money on marketing, that's my point. Like, where's the ROI? I don't think it's with F1. Just because of that, like it versus anything else, versus any other kind of race.
I know there's a lot. I know you don't like it, but there is a lot of rich people that pay more attention to F1 than NASCAR.
But why can't we do that when Hex is $5? Like, why do we have to do that now? You know what I mean?
I mean, who says $5 isn't still early, man? It's
right. Well,
maybe that's how we get.
Why
to
would we
$5.
do that before the fork? Like, cause at least have the fork come out. Like, I don't know. I'm a very long-term thinker.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, like there's all kinds of triggers we can pull, dude. Super Bowl commercial. Like, there's so many things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rothko wants a streaker. Just but I mean, the Super Bowl commercials run on the track.
I mean, Super Bowl and F1 are going to be similar. Like, I mean, the price is going to be more, in the sense that like to sponsor that long term.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen,
I'm not against it. I'm just saying it's early. That's my only point.
Get Hex. When is the race? The Daytona 500 is the afternoon. If you're in the U.S. on February 20th, that is a Sunday. The qualifying.
So now, can you explain explain it a little bit to me? There's two different like times that they race in the afternoon. Is there a break? Is there like a halftime? Is there periods? Is there quarters? Is this like a how does it work?
Dude, you gotta watch the intro.
When do I go for When do I go for
shared it on
beer
Twitter.
breaks? When do I go for bathroom breaks? What's the
commercials? Big K commercials. No, so here's the lowdown. I will just go through it very quickly. So Tuesday, February 15th. That's the first time the cars are on the track. That's in the evening. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. So they're going to try to dial the cars in with 2 different practice sessions, probably like an hour and a half long. So I'm sure JJ will be out there. Wednesday is the single car qualifying. So that's Wednesday night. That's going to be on Fox Sports 1. So all the pre Daytona 500 stuff, I think is going to be on FS1. So if you have FS1, you're good to go. So that's Wednesday night, the 16th. And I'm going to, like I said in the opening of the show, I'm going to try to put an informational video out for all of us and, with some other helpful viewing knowledge. So that's 8 o'clock, Wednesday, February 16th. That's a single car qualifying. So pretty much for like a minute or two, it's just going to be the Hex.com car going around the track and them talking about it, talking probably about the sponsor, like what Hex.com is, etc. Thursday, Big K, those are the qualifying races. So they start at 7 in the evening, and there's going to be a break in between them. But the starting order for each of those races, they're pretty much all the odd number qualifiers are going to be in the first race, and all the even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, etc. are going to be in the second race. And depending upon how we do, we're either in or out that night. So we have a qualifying time to fall back on if we qualify better than a lot of the other cars, it gives us a better chance. But just we race our way in. I think there's
how many cars are there total, and how many do you got to beat?
Well, it was 40 last week. So unfortunately, we are up to 42 or 43. So
and how many win total? Like you have to beat.
You have to make the top 40. So two or three cars will not make it. So we are racing pretty much against 6 other cars. Probably
that's pretty good odds.
That's pretty good.
Wait, I mean racing against 6 other cars? Why not
for 4 spots? Yeah, essentially.
Oh, there's only 4 empty spots.
Yeah, there's pretty much 36 locked in, and then
there's 4
spots for 6 or 7 cars.
You just have to beat 2 cars,
2 or 3, depending upon
2 or 3
any late entries. But yeah, so
okay.
Floyd Mayweather just put in a car.
I think we got it.
It's tough, man. It's a wild card. That's why it's exciting, right? So I've said
Can't
this
wait
before.
for the documentary.
I've said this before. It's like for these qualifying races, the cameras and announcing they're going to be focused on who wins, but they're also going to be focused on those transfer spots. So if JJ's mid pack or 10th or something, fighting off Greg Biffle or something for that last qualifying spot, they're probably going to do a split screen and show both, even if it's not even close. Say if JJ is well ahead, they're still going to show that car the last few laps and be like, here's the final transfer spot, this car has it, and hopefully it's the number 55 Ford Mustang. Hex.com Ford Mustang.
And that's on Thursday?
That's on Thursday. Then on Friday,
Yelly is the name of the driver, as he's asking.
That's right.
JJ Yelly.
JJ Yelly. Yeah, I'm so far behind chat.
It's all good.
There you go. I'll put that up there, even though that's like probably 10 minutes ago. Friday
I thought he
is
was
another.
Hexican. I thought somebody told me he was already Hexican.
I'm not sure. Funny Jim, there's another NASCAR driver that is a Hexican. I think, maybe, we hope, but he puts money in the crypto. Just blow through this really quick. Friday the 18th, another practice. That's at 6 p.m. All this is on FS1, Fox Sports 1. Saturday morning is the final practice, 10:30 a.m. That's on FS2 and FS1. Again, if you have those, you're all right. And Sunday, February 20th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, February 20th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Daytona 500 is on the main network, Fox, like the Fox network.
So what about those next 2 practices? If we're out, we're out. We don't get to go to the practices.
Correct.
No.
Yep, those will be just for the 40 cars that made it on Friday and Saturday.
Oh man. This is scary stuff, man.
It's fun stuff, isn't it?
I mean,
it's exciting.
Yeah, and as Josh Maloney said, he's been on. He's works with JJ. If for some reason we do not qualify on Thursday and we do not make the Daytona 500, we're pretty much locked for either a Vegas race, or my pick would be Talladega, because I think we could be more competitive there. So we're guaranteed pretty much a NASCAR race this year by April, I think, is the latest
awesome.
Talladega would be. So
we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
And we would get almost like 2 races in a sense, because we'd have the qualifying process for this. We have the qualifying race. We didn't make
the qualifiers televised?
Yes.
I'll
Everything's
definitely be
televised.
tuned into that.
Yeah. So every practice, every single car qualifying, qualifying races, it is all televised. So that's add dollars at work, baby. Let's go. Yes, Kinetics. What are you saying here, sir? Crypto is crashing. Sell your hex. Hide your children. Hide your wives.
What is he talking about?
He's just fudding. There is no crash, sir.
Fud your bags.
Yeah.
I disagree with you.
Go ahead.
Perhaps that was his slip. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, maybe that was
I don't do it, but I understand it.
Oh
my god.
Yeah, RH. Is this Crypto Games Club talking F1?
Who's Brett?
Morrissey over in England, UK.
Yep.
Okay.
Footsteps. Yeah, Hexcar was possible because of its community in 5 days. Hex monetizes your time. That's catchy. I love where you're going with that. It's probably like more website material, but yeah. Or just somebody talking on a video that can say that. Perhaps in more of like a documentary thing for the Sparbook guys or whatever Motley may do, or Highest of Stakes. Oh my goodness, guys, you killing it in the chat here. I think this was probably asked before I went over it. So Fox Sports 1 most of all the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Fox Sports 1, and then Sunday the big race Daytona 500 Fox. There you go. We'll work on it.
It's a green screen in Fighting Freedom. You can go to bed.
Yes. J Future answered JJ Yaley. Yes, all the Fox channels. So I think we're close to being caught up finally.
I do read all the books though.
Okay. I think I caught up. It's a green screen.
It's a green screen, okay? Like I invested in this streaming thing. I do read a lot of books, but most of it's on Kindle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a traveler.
Gotcha.
Same here. I hardly read actual books anymore. It's all Kindle.
Yeah, I love books. Like, books are awesome, but like they're heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Save shelf space.
I don't like stuff. I don't want more stuff. I want less stuff.
Yep.
More hex, less stuff.
Well, we have just pretty much had an awesome chat here with so many ideas and everything exchanged. Not only just us on screen, but in the chat as well. So I'd love to continue this conversation, maybe on Twitter. We need like that sentence, that pitch, that is easy to understand for our driver to just relay to any media, because the time's coming. We got maybe a week to 10 days before, he's fully out there and actually on television and, selling, his sponsor. So we have a lot of good ideas. Big K had one probably an hour ago by now. There were a bunch of others that we
for the rest of the week.
Yes. All right. Well, this has been just a packed show. I've probably talked more in this show than I have in the past few combined. Shall we do some trivia to close out, gentlemen?
Sure, let's do it.
I know somebody was looking forward to this. He wanted a rematch.
Wasn't a.
He thought he went out way too early.
Dude, I was
I
was cramming the Richard Hart streams, and I find out that they're not even going to be in the trivia. This is rigged, guys.
It is not rigged.
It is straight rigged, yo.
Rigged.
Only Cabana's got the cheat codes.
I think even if Cabana tried to rig it, I think it wouldn't go the right way how he was expecting. So
I'm just joking. Go ahead. I'm going to beat you
all,
guys fair and square.
Especially when Motley's involved.
Yeah,
exactly.
LFG.
Yeah.
All right, fam. Well, let's do a little hex trivia before we close to test your knowledge as well. It's my job to get you guys out of the first round, so I try to make these a little easy to just get you warmed up. Big K, are you ready, good sir?
Ready. Let me turn chat off.
Yes. Oh, yes. Participants, please turn off the chat as we encourage
my last minute Richard Hart tweet stream. I got it.
A little tweet review.
We're good. Tweet reviews.
Yes, OX will. Better to be rigged than rugged. All right, Benny
is the big difference one letter can make.
Benny is super excited. You guys really like this? Because,
people like the trivia, man.
I like it. All right, good.
I don't even like trivia, and I like this.
Well, it's hex related now, so
yeah,
it used to be like a variety of subjects.
Trivia I like.
Yeah, so here we go. Big K.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. This coming Sunday, these are all NASCAR related, by the way, the first round.
Uh-oh.
This coming Sunday, the NASCAR Clash at the LA Coliseum will take place in what state?
Well, I'm hoping that you're not talking about a little place, the unknown place known as the Louisiana Coliseum.
Never heard of it.
No, it's because it doesn't exist.
You just said this is only hex related.
So I'm gonna go with there's a weird spot on my screen. I'm gonna go with California.
Yes, California is it.
Yeah, I'm out of the first round.
Crypto Vince.
Yes, sir.
The city of Charlotte is known as the hub of NASCAR, with many teams headquartered there. What state is Charlotte in?
North Carolina.
Very good. And Jay Future. The Daytona 500 will take place in what state?
Florida.
Very good. See? We're out of the first round. All right,
non-hex question.
It is actually hex related because JJ Yaley is going to be on the Daytona 500.
Okay, you're a Buddhist.
So, anyway.
Okay, everything's related.
Loosely, yeah.
It all
stars.
It's all related.
All right,
it's all one.
Big K,
guys.
These get a little harder, as these are about our driver now.
Oh,
God.
2 balls.
JJ Yaley, driver of the Hex.com car, will be driving what make of car in the Daytona 500? Chevy, Ford, or Toyota?
I know this one.
JJ Yaley, driver of the Hex.com car, will be driving what make in the Daytona 500? It's a multiple choice: Chevy, Ford, or Toyota.
The answer, good sir. You actually said earlier too, by the way. You mentioned
you paid attention, didn't you?
I was listening. If Ford, I believe Ford. Did you say Mustang too?
Yeah.
It is a Ford.
Yeah.
Sick.
Big K survives.
And thanks to chat and Big K, Crypto Vince gets a pass. JJ Yaley, Crypto Vince, driver of the Hex.com Ford, will be driving what model? GT, Shelby, or Mustang? Please get this.
Mustang.
Okay, thank you.
he was waiting for you to repeat the question.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. But it was just.
I'm gonna get the hard one.
I thought you did your little repeating.
Hey, Turd Bucket. You might want. You might want to go live because you're answering like a couple questions ago. So I think you might be in delay. So get live with us, will you? No, DJ Cryptomatic. It was not a Toyota. It was a Toyota Mustang.
Dude.
Yes, Toyota Mustang.
Toyota Mustang.
Yeah.
First ever.
JJ Future. JJ Yaley, driver of the Hex.com Ford Mustang.
Not another J to my name now.
They should actually.
I might.
All right, JJ Future.
JJ Future.
If he wins,
just to
forever.
Race, if he wins.
If he wins, I'm JJ Future now. Okay.
JJ Future. JJ Yaley, driver of the Hex.com Ford Mustang, will have what number on his car?
55.
Nice. Very good.
Look at us go.
All right, out of the second round. Here we go.
We did it. Now
hey, Big K. How you doing over there?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
You know it's coming.
I know it's going to be something hard now. Here's something.
No,
different.
not yet. Today's Crypto Sparbook workshop is in what city? Today's Crypto Sparbook workshop is in what city?
I was just on their flipping website too. It's going to be one of the last ones. So we already went through Dallas and we went through Houston. So now are we in Austin? Austin's got to be Austin. It's the only other cool city in Texas. I mean, I guess there's San Antonio's all right too. I like San Antonio. You know, it's another nice place. They've got a lovely river walk there. Besides the Alamo, I mean, of course, it's the Alamo, whatever. But I'm still Austin. They keep it weird in Austin. Keep Austin weird. That's their thing. It's a fun place to be.
Chat, like, you're doing really good, chat. Good job, chat.
And thanks, chat. You're doing great, chat. You guys out there.
Big K, you have about 5 seconds.
I'm gonna stick with Austin because I like to keep it weird too.
Austin, is that your final answer?
Yes, Cabana. It's my final answer.
The correct answer is Austin.
I see.
Nice.
I talked it out. I got to the answer. I didn't even know that.
Deductive reasoning with Big K.
I mean, I kind of knew it. I guess somewhere in the depths of my mind, but we all got there together.
Big K is one of my favorite contestants. I hope so, because he's pretty much a contestant every week. But yeah.
I'm trying to make it entertaining, I guess.
See, Turd Bucket, I'm looking out for your interest. Now you're probably live, so yeah. Just I could sense that by the way you're answering. All right, so. All right, Crypto Vince.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "Blank dictates the entire cryptocurrency market, which is why Hex.com checks notes went up 10x while blank went down half. What is blank?" Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "Blank dictates the entire cryptocurrency market, which is why Hex.com checks notes went up 10x while blank went down half. What is blank?"
Blank is Bitcoin.
Blank is BTC /
Yeah, I was
Bitcoin.
gonna say if I wasn't sure, I'm pretty sure it was Bitcoin, BTC, not Bitcoin.
Yes.
But we'll give it to you because it's the same damn thing.
Yeah. JJ Future.
Wait, yeah. Wait, that's not his name yet.
All right, J Future. Just
I don't. Yeah,
We don't wait. Well, not until he wins it. When he wins it, then we're doing it.
that's
All
right.
right.
That's right. Yeah, it's a contingent
Oh, yeah,
name change.
all right. Crypto Gym Rat update, birthday update. He's back. His girl's rubbing his belly, and he got pizza, and hopefully you'll get a cookie.
Yum,
All right.
what kind?
Good.
Big K is smoking and got the munchies. So,
Yeah, you let me know.
It's gonna lose trivia.
all right. What flavor is that, sir?
This is Sunset Mac. It's I think I already had it on stream a couple weeks ago.
I believe you did. Yeah.
Awesome sativa. It's super nice and light.
Yes. Yes. Marion, a little late, so hopefully you're caught up with chat or live. J Future, singular J. Last week or recently, Richard Hart tweeted at blank, referencing a person, at blank, "Did you know that Dogecoin is proof of work? Who
Elon.
is blank?" I'll repeat it one more time for chat.
Elon Musk.
Ah, you are.
Get wrecked.
He came prepared and he is talking
Chat.
shit to the other contestants. Here we go. Yes, it's Elon.
No, I'm only talking shit to Elon.
Oh, okay.
You can get wrecked on Dogecoin.
Good job, Turd Bucket. All right. Big K,
Yes.
Yesterday, Richard Hart began a tweet with, "Some auction houses claim to accept blank. In fact, they do not. What is blank?" Yesterday, Richard Hart began a tweet with, "Some auction houses claim to accept blank. In fact, they do not."
Well, this was in reference to the idea that they don't that they do accept blank, or they claim to, but only from certain exchanges, and that's not exactly how blank was meant to be used. Blank was meant to be used as a peer-to-peer digital cryptocurrency. So, blank is cryptocurrency. Crypto.
The correct answer is crypto/currency.
Are these questions going to get harder?
Oh boy, here we
Challenge
go. You be careful there, J Future.
You might get what you wish for.
Don't make me go down the list.
Hit me, dude. I like challenges.
Well, you're going to get challenged here. Hey, Crypto Vince.
Yes, Cabana.
Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "Hexicans, I'm personally going to win an auction for a 5555 item for our cultural blank. So, unless you think you can outbid me, you shouldn't bid. What is blank?" Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "Hexicans, I'm personally going to win an auction for a 5555 item for our cultural blank. So, unless you think you can outbid me, you shouldn't bid. What is blank?"
I know there's some controversy about this because he deleted the original tweet and then he retweeted and disabled comments. So, yeah.
When?
But it was still there this afternoon when I saw it.
It was, yeah. Some Hexicans found out that there was an auction for a I don't know how to describe it exactly, but I think it was like a black diamond or something. Yeah.
That could be what is in question, but we are looking for a cultural word.
Cultural word.
Cultural black.
I'll read it for you one more time. Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "Hexicans, I'm personally going to win an auction for a 5555 item for our cultural blank. So unless you think you can outbid me, you shouldn't bid. What is blank?" Good job, chat. See a lot of you getting it.
I don't remember the term he used, but I know what you're referring to.
I think culture.
Culture.
Crypto Vince, you have 5 seconds.
I don't know.
Time's up. Crypto Vince, you have an answer.
I do not.
Crypto Vince, you've been rugged. All right. The correct answer is heritage.
For heritage.
Heritage. Good job, chat.
I did read about the diamond. It's got lots of 5 significance. It's very 5-y. I like it. I mean, it's
the shape.
It's like 555 carats, and it's 55 sided, and go fucking figure, man. Yeah, go figure. It's pretty wild. It's a
cut diamond.
The hardest.
Can't you cut
diamond.
it any way you want?
And so apparently it's the hardest diamond that's ever been found. It's like on the hardness scale. It's like the hardest diamond. Apparently they believe that it is possibly from extraterrestrial. It might have fallen here on a meteor or something like that. Whatever the size. I mean, you can cut it any way we want, I'm sure, whatever. But like this particular diamond in its shape that they have it in is known as the Enigma, and is 55 sided and 155 carats. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Thank you for that update.
I like the trivia.
Appreciate it. Unfortunately, you don't get bonus points. But
I know. But if anyone wants to know why I'm the best, there it is right there. Somehow I found time to fill my brain with that knowledge. Is that going to help me at all in life? No, but it's pretty nifty. It's cool.
The diamond is from flat Mars. That's awesome. If anybody caught that stream yesterday.
Is Mars flat?
Oh my gosh, man. That made my brain hurt. Like, I need to like put that on like 2x speed just to get through it, or just fast forward, because that whole thing hurt my brain. I'm in the middle of it right now, hoping that it just ends at any moment. All right. J Future, singular J, 1J. Last week, you must get this to stay in the game, Jay. Last week, Richard Hart tweeted blank. I'm just going to call you out as a bitch here for hiding like a coward. Vitalik Buterin doesn't hide. I don't hide. Get back to work, kid. Who is blank? Satoshi. Want me to read it one more time?
Satoshi.
The correct answer is Satoshi. All right, Big K. Final two here. We get a little Know Your Hexican. Are you ready?
Who's the Hexican we're getting to know?
I don't know. You tell me. Yesterday, Richard Hart Yesterday, Richard Hart retweeted out a Hexican that wrote a press release for the Daytona 500 car. Name that Hexican. Yesterday, Richard Hart retweeted a Hexican that wrote a press release for the Daytona 500 car. Name that Hexican.
This Hexican is fantastic at his literary talents, and goes by the name of Taylor Kennedy. Fantastic gentleman.
T-Ken.
T-Ken for the peep that know him real cool.
Nah, I don't. But yeah, he's a cool dude. J Future is bored with easy questions. Yeah, well, we got to get through these a little bit. So here we go.
Just a little. Well, I mean, last trivia, dude, I got a hard question first. So
you viewed it as hard. Perhaps.
I just didn't know it, so it would have been easy if I knew it, right? Like, it's all relative.
Yeah. That's usually
hit me with a hard question, dude. Come on.
All right. This is also a Know Your Hexican. J Future, name the Hexican who recently posted a hilarious video asking Richard Hart what a copy is. J Future, name the Hexican who recently posted a hilarious video asking Richard Hart what a copy is.
So this is not the person that asked what a copy was in live stream. This is somebody that asked on Twitter.
That actually made a hilarious video with yeah.
That was Turd Bucket.
I'm sorry.
Rugged.
You've been rugged. Let us pull that video to find out who the Hexican was here.
This is good.
Please bear with me just one moment.
Oh, I've got all the time in the world, Cabana.
Big K, you are this week's winner. It is your right, as I go locate this video, to address the audience as the winner of trivia. Take it away, Big K. It's kind of catchy.
He's right. I like it. Hello, everyone. It's good to find ourselves here again. I'm glad that we are here for another happy hour together. I'm glad that I'm also sitting in the winner's circle once again. It's proud time for me in my life here. Another championship happy hour trivia. Feels great. I'd like to thank everyone out there in the crowd that believed in me and laughed along with my comments and feels along the way. I hope that you all have enjoyed yourselves. I have enjoyed myself thoroughly as well. If you could come out to the Daytona 500, I think it would be a fantastic event. If you can support highest stakes, that would be another awesome thing for you. I don't really have anything else besides I'm enjoying myself thoroughly, And thanks to all the guests. Thanks to they'll pop in from Jim Rat. That was great. Yeah, I'm done here. You can pull everyone else back up.
Pepe and Jay, good to see you.
Big K.
So the correct answer, by the way, was Hexter.
Thanks, brother.
What was it?
Hexter.
Hexter?
Mhm.
Shit, I don't even know if I follow that guy.
What was it?
Well, you should. And after this video,
I will right now.
I think,
dude. I'm now
I
living,
think everyone will want to because this video is absolutely.
I'm just
wonderful.
getting wrecked by trivia, guys.
I mean, it's tough. It's pressure's on, man.
Dude,
It's
I
tough.
thought I had it, dude. I was trying to watch
Hexter
all the
Morgan.
videos.
That's
Hexter Morgan.
It turns out it
There
was
we go.
Hexter that rugged me. I don't even. What's the handle?
Hexter Morgan was as the
Hexter
full
Morgan.
name.
I can't even find this dude.
today.
As long as people use it, you need an anonymity set. So
And I gotta ask a question.
Hexter Morgan.
Please.
I can't even find this dude.
Richard, I always hear you say the word copy. Can you please explain what it is and how it works?
Son of a bitch.
You don't know what the word copy means.
Oh fuck.
Did I misread this question? Have you ever downloaded a movie? Have you ever downloaded music? Have you ever downloaded a picture? You realize that picture or movie or music also exists somewhere else in the world. That's called copying. So something exists in one place, and then you make a copy of it, and now it exists in another place too. Particularly data. Data is very easy to do that with. Fork, it's harder to do that, like an actual fork to eat with. It's very hard to make a copy of an actual fork to eat because
X on Ethereum.
very hard.
X
Software
on PulseChain.
We've got general purpose devices. Entire life. This question is the weirdest, stupidest question I've ever heard. I don't understand.
And there we go. So
Shit is
excellent job. Outstanding. So there we go. Whew. All right. Well, that about wraps us up for today and answers the trivia finale. Congrats again, Big K.
Congrats.
I'm muted because
He's the goat. He won last time I was here, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
How many times are you undefeated or some shit?
I'm not undefeated. No.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like,
it would be
that
funny.
would really
if that was,
motivate
like,
me
the
if you were
running
undefeated.
thing.
You're like, dude, wait a second, like.
Crypto Vince won last week as well.
Yeah, I was
Vince
like,
won
wait a
last
second.
week.
No cheat
Ma-
code?
Ma-
Only because everybody got their question.
Okay,
wrong,
how many
like,
times has
in
somebody won that
succession.
isn't Big K and Crypto Vince? Like,
Oh, Motley wins.
Motley's
a
pretty
fair
good.
amount of times, too.
But
Okay,
these are the
okay.
regulars. They have more chances.
that's what I'm
to
saying.
win
Like,
'cause
how
they're
many
the co-hosts.
irregulars have won?
Well,
Like,
like how many guests come on this show, go and review Richard's Twitter from like a week ago? Like I'm like an hour before the show. I'm like, all right, I gotta read this shit before because I know.
Yeah, you know the rules. I didn't know the rules, dude. I was wasting my time on a stream that wasn't even part of trivia.
Yeah,
That's how much of a noob I am. Like,
yeah, see that.
fucking like the question I lost to. Yeah, I did not know the answer. Like, I did not.
I'll
know
be
that
honest
would
with
on
you.
trivia
I
at
might
all.
have. I was gonna guess something different than Hexter Morgan. So
So you would have lost to my question.
I probably would have lost on that question too.
So that just shows you that it's partly by chance, right? It's not just skill. So
yeah, I mean, some of it's like I did talk out. I don't know where Sparbuck guys are today. I had to. The only reason I knew was because of trivia 2 weeks ago when Motley was like, "Well, I know they're not here,
Yeah.
and we just did there, so they got to be here." And then I was like, "Oh, they only have a couple dates left, so it's got to be the other one."
yeah,
You know, so that's the only reason why I knew that one. But yeah, so
I would have guessed San Antonio.
man, dude, luck is important.
yeah. Yeah, luck, recall from previous, whatever.
Luck
it's
to
all-
JJ Yelly.
Yeah. Oh man, luck.
Well, as we close out the
Best
show,
of
yes,
luck.
definitely good luck to JJ, and we'll have another show. I guess PSA next Thursday. I think we'll have happy hour. I don't think I'll be around on Friday. I have a little celebration to go to, a festival, if you will. And I'm sorry I can't live stream that, but yeah, we're looking at next Thursday, 5 p.m. for happy hour. Hopefully, our co-host.
Exciting! A Thursday happy hour.
A Thursday happy hour. Get you a little extra wound up for the weekend.
Righteous.
There, so. Big K. Before we go, where can we find you, my good man?
So you can find me on Twitter at Big Krakowski. You can find me on Telegram at Big Krakowski. You can find me getting excited for the Daytona 500. I think I might be able to make it. I'm very, very, very I'm like, we're right on the edge here. I will probably know next week for sure. But it's very exciting stuff. It'll all, like I said, you can find me working with the higheststakes.com. Go check out the trailer for the documentary. That'll be hopefully there as well. So if everything works out right, very excited to be able to put that together. Soon, Bingo Earth. Soon.
When Bingo Earth?
Looking
soon.
forward.
When
4 more weeks. Yeah.
Can't do it on Ethereum anymore.
And then here, and then the steak and bake, which I thought we were gonna have yesterday, but Richard was like streamed right at when we normally stream, so we didn't.
Well, maybe happy hour will lead into steak and bake next week.
Maybe that's not a bad idea.
There you go.
That's not a bad idea. Well, I'll get really silly by the end.
Just call it crossfading.
Yeah.
Crypto Vince, where can we find you?
Oh yes, Crypto Vince 369 on Twitter and Telegram.
Nice. And Jay Future, all about the Twitter and the Spaces. Where can we find you?
Yeah, Twitter Spaces. I'm there. You can come talk to me, ask questions, whatever you want. And
I think
I'm
you're
also on YouTube and I'm on Telegram. All J Future. So hit me up there.
Well, it's not necessarily.
I don't
J
check
Future.
Telegram as much.
You have underscores there, sir.
Hit me up on Telegram. Or on not Telegram. Fuck. I don't check Telegram. That's what I meant to say. I check Twitter though. So if you want to hit me up, Twitter.
And what is your handle on Twitter? Because it's not just J Future. There are some underscores in
there.
there.
If you type J.Future, it would show up in the search bar of Twitter.
J dot? Okay.
No dot.
That's what you just said.
If you just typed in
J underscore.
J underscore future.
Yes.
How do I?
If you typed in J.Future in the Twitter search bar, I will come up.
I'm going to do that right
J.Future.
Go ahead and test that, guys.
Let's check it out.
I have JF Crypto underscore. Is that you? No, it is not.
J.Future actually does bring you up.
What?
Okay, so
J.Future. There you are.
I'm in TweetDeck.
There's this thing called SEO, and like basically it means like search engines, right? So like Twitter is a search engine in its own right.
Basically.
So there I am. It's and I'd love to teach you guys about SEO or just like search engines in general. Any questions? You're feel free to join my space or DM me on Twitter. That's the main place for me. But I also have a YouTube and Telegram.
Cool.
I just retired from running a marketing company that does SEO. Okay. So anyway, J Future, thank you for that.
Awesome.
Just FYI, in TweetDeck, it takes you to another account. Man. So people are gonna message this other JF Crypto dude and talk to him. So imposter. Anyway, thank you everybody for
underscore future.
J underscore future. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you, chat. I think that was the most comments we ever had during stream. If you're just getting here now, I see some of you are. J Future, Corta Panda, Crypto Vince, Big K. This was just an idea exchange stream for the Hex Daytona car. Jay's got great knowledge with websites. We talked about landing pages and verbiage and portals and funnels and everything like that. So if you want to go back and watch that, listen to it, present your ideas, throw them up on Twitter. And let's get after it because we have a limited amount of time now to get our message across. And New York Hexican, thank you so much for popping by late. Cheers, everybody. Oh shoot, J Future. While we're on the subject of SEO, before we close out, what can Hexicans do on Twitter to just put out the word for this. So we can at JJ Yaley. That's cool and all, but we can.
Yeah, I think that
specific hashtag for the Daytona 500.
Yeah, so I'd say use that hashtag in your tweets. But what you want to create is original
with
tweets,
Hex,
right? And you want to show that your account is not a bot. Okay, so if you're just like duplicating content, like copying another tweet and then pasting that as your own tweet, that's what a bot does. So please don't do that. If you're gonna just copy somebody else's stuff, retweet. There's a button for it. Or even better, quote tweet and put in like an original thought with that tweet. The more real faces and like real faces of people in their profile pics that we have, the more that is going to show the legitimacy of Hex. And just linking off to like what you actually do, you know, just like show that you're a real human. Like I think you know how to do that, guys. Like
people like real humans.
Yeah, people like real humans. Show that you're like a real person and link to whatever you want. You can be anonymous, but like tweet original thoughts, and that's going to help. Like there are all the different metrics, all the proprietary metrics that all the different websites use, like Nomics and stuff like that. They use the Twitter. Well, they use Twitter as one of their data. So the more original tweets that include Hex or Daytona and Hex, the hashtag that Cabana Crypto is talking about, the better that's going to be. So please just put all that out there, guys. I love to retweet all that stuff. Like anytime you mention me, and I like it, I'll definitely retweet it.
Yeah, and don't be scared by the word original. You can take someone's idea and like say it in your own words. You know, it doesn't have to be like some groundbreaking. You know,
yeah, it can be emojis, like even just like a quote tweet.
Yeah,
with
I like
like some fun emojis, like that can be.
Yeah,
great.
I like this with different emojis.
Just have fun with it, right?
Like, yeah, exactly. Enjoy.
Just have fun, guys. Honestly,
you're supposed to be stoked about this. You know?
Yeah.
And just to Rothko's hashtag here, that's cool and all, but you have to like only people who know Hextona 500 will kind of see this hashtag. If it's not really attached to a Daytona 500 hashtag or a NASCAR hashtag, it's not going to gain those extra eyeballs for those people looking at those hashtags, those big hashtags. Right. So Hextona 500, that's cool and all.
Yeah.
We can keep it into the community, but if you use this in conjunction with a Daytona 500, a NASCAR, that will get those eyeballs onto the Hextona 500. So it's our community hashtag. What's this Hextona 500 thing? I just came from the Daytona 500 hashtag and I saw that. What is this? There we go. So
yep. And like also just like last thing, like if you do a tweet that you feel like does really well, you can always add a tweet to that, right? And like you missed all the hashtags. Okay, throw in all the hashtags as a second tweet and make it a thread, and that can also boost it for the algorithm. So you always have that, right? Because you don't have an enter button with Twitter unless you like have Twitter Blue. So that's something to consider, right? Is like you can always add a bunch of hashtags as a thread.
Yeah. Well, great stuff. Thank you so much for coming on, Jay. I mean, just so much insight from you, and we need that right now. You know what I mean? Like this is prime time. We're about ready to ramp up into it. So thanks so much, and thank you, Big K and Crypto Events as well. And we will see you next Thursday. Cheers, everybody! With my sadly empty glass.
Thanks, Brenna.
Thank you, guys.